We made a safe trip yesterday from Antigua all the way up to Coban, which is where we are now. We're posted up at a Finca, which is a coffee farm. The mountains are huge, the jungles are lush. It's basically a rainforest. It's different here. So we've been in Xel-Há, we've been in Antigua, we've been in Lake Atitlan, in Tapachula, and it's been the wet season or rainy season the entire time we've been there. It rains pretty much every day, but what that means is in the morning, it's clear. The sky is clear, there's no clouds, there's no rain, and usually like mid-afternoon, it rains almost every day. Sometimes a little, sometimes a lot. Once we got here in Coban, it sprinkled a little bit on the way here, but didn't really rain. Then we woke up in the middle of the night and it is downpouring. I mean, downpouring. And it rained pretty much all night till like 7:30 or 8 in the morning. Everything is soaked.
Normally this wouldn't be a problem. We're not scared of the rain. We know it's the rainy season. We're ready for the rainy season. But to get to where we're parked right here, it took us through some winding, very steep up and downhill sections of completely unpaved road. So gravel, big chunky rocks, very winding. We have no service out here whatsoever. As much as I would love to go see Misc or some other waterfalls today, I'm a little nervous that we might be stuck here.
I guess while we're stuck here, we can at least show you guys around the Finca.
On another note, we have thought recently that we maybe had a mouse in here. We've started to get a weird smell kind of coming from the shelf over the cab, and we weren't sure what it was. Last night was the first time we had a few seconds to actually like dig through and see what was maybe up there. It was not a mouse. It was 3 dead potatoes.
You know when potatoes start to ferment and go bad and get juicy and they start to stink extremely bad? That smell is very, very similar to the smell of a dead mouse. When a mouse gets like caught in a trap or dies somewhere in your house and you don't find it. So when I smelt that at first, I was like, oh no, I was like, maybe there's a dead mouse up here, which doesn't make sense, right? Like how would a mouse get all the way up into that shelf? But yeah, just some moldy potatoes.
Just goes to show that we should not store food
We're not putting that
up there where we can't find it.
We're not putting that in.
This is the AeroPress coffee that we're trying right now. Intense, full-bodied, with light tones of caramel, mandarin orange, a little hint of strawberry. It's got a sweet overall flavor, and our friend here is giving us the rundown on how we're actually supposed to be tasting and listening to the tones of the coffee.
Spilling it all.
You're spilling it?
We're trying the coffee tasting technique right now. He's a professional coffee taster, so what he's doing with the spoon is he gets a little taste of the coffee and he sucks it in, and it does a very extreme flavor burst into your mouth where he can kind of dissect the flavors.
I think he was just
very
saying
interesting.
he adds air into
The taster. It's kind of like a wine tasting where you want to like kind of aerate it and swish it around your mouth and like get the full taste of it before you swallow.
Muy bien. Muy bien. ¿Qué sabe?
We might have to get one of these.
It's pretty dangerous for us to be here because, as you know, we love coffee. So now we're trying all these cool new ways to make coffee, and Trent is wanting to buy all those cool new ways. They got zip lines in here. We could go on a rainy zip line.
They've been telling us that the rain here is called
Chippy chippy.
Chippy Chippy, which
When
is where it's just lightly sprinkling, raining all day long, and it's been chippy chippying all day.
It's cool that this finca is kind of integrated into the community. So the finca itself is run by the village, and the workers all live around here. The grounds itself are also used to help the school children. There's a football club that practices here.
Soccer.
Well, yes, soccer. But it's just neat that it's fully functional in many different ways.
Well, we've been waiting all day and it doesn't look like the rain's gonna let up. So we've all got our rain gear on. I've actually got a rain jacket today, no tarp needed. We're gonna ride into town and check out Coban and do a little bit of work.
Uploading at McDonald's. One of the hardest things about Guatemala is to find reliable Wi-Fi. So we've resorted to McDonald's. Sometimes it's really fast. Today it was not really fast. So it's been a few hours, it's already dark out, but we have to go grocery shopping. We got no food in the fridge, and we're getting hungry for dinner. Luckily, there's a grocery store right across the street.
Grocery store.
As you can tell, Coban is lit. Dancing girls in front of the mall, dancing girls in front of the grocery store, a huge fitness center set up with like guys dancing and rallying kids to get moving and get fit. Also in the mall. It's
so
just
crazy.
Not something you ever see normally, especially in the States. So we're back in action. It's 8 o'clock. We're starving. We got some groceries from the grocery store.
About to make some Fruit Loops.
What else are we making?
Making chicken broccoli, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes.
We made mashed potatoes for the first time a couple days, about like a week or two ago, and they were insane. Sweet potato mashed potatoes. We got Kaylee on that again because the last time she made them, they just blew my mind. So tasty.
Allie doesn't remember when I made mashed sweet potatoes in Cozumel. But maybe some of you guys do.
In Cozumel, you made mashed sweet potatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Did I like them?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I guess I love mashed sweet potatoes, and we're gonna eat them again. Let's get cooking. How does it feel to bring a little bit of America into this Guatemalan dish?
A little bit of barbecued chicken.
What's the technique here?
Spread evenly. Got no bugs in.
Oh shoot. Here.
No buggies in here. No worries, because we got a bug annihilator.
Yeah, we've been killing so many bugs with that thing.
Yeah.
You just run it over the lights.
Oh yeah, you got a guy right there above you. We really needed a fly swatter, and when we pulled up, where did we go? Where it was like we left the doors open at Tajumulco,
Oh, that's when you
and
guys had all those flies.
we each
right?
had like
100.
25 flies legitimately.
Legitimately.
And you would kill like 10 and you get 5 out and you go to bed and there's still like 10 in your van. So I was looking for an electric fly swatter for a really long time. We finally got one in Antigua, and after electrocuting the bejesus out of myself, I realized, yeah dude, I thought I killed myself.
I don't know if they saw it.
I like hit my knuckle on the fly swatter and it like killed me for a second. It is serious. You could probably kill a mouse with one of those fly swatters. That's not for bugs. It's like if someone's attacking you, you just need to carry one of those around. Because you can debilitate somebody by hitting them with that. The only reason that it's okay to have one of these fly swatters that's killing all these bugs is because some of these bugs are carrying diseases that are deadly to human beings. And I'm sorry, I got to kill a couple bugs to make sure we don't die. Mostly Allie. I'm mostly worried about Allie because the bugs don't even bite me.
And just to save the ankles at night, you know?
Yeah.
Save the ankles.
Yeah, save the ankles. Hashtag save the ankles. All right, should we eat? So we got barbecue chicken breast, sweet potato mash, and broccoli. Food taken care of. It was all delicious except for the broccoli kind of sucked, but
No,
we did the best we could.
I thought it was all delicious.
I think the broccoli was gross. But
You left one little stump on your plate.
Yeah.
that's
Otherwise, you're in the clean
most
plate
of them. Most of the stumps were disgusting, and I just couldn't take down the last one. So.
Disappointed in you.
We had a lot of fun here at this finca in Coban, and going into Coban, which surprisingly was like a very cool city once you got into the middle of it.
I still can't get over the dancing girls in front of the grocery store.
Yeah.
I guess that's
probably
a
the
good
strangest thing I've seen at a grocery store is girls
Yeah.
like shaking their skirts around doing Zumba or whatever that was. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. We're glad you guys came along with us. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you give us a like on this video.
way. Subscribe to Trent and Allie, subscribe to the Nomadic Movement, and we will talk to you soon.
See you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.